and welcome to Good News Daily Network, your daily dose of stories that remind us just how good people can be. I'm so glad you're here. What he carried back instead had been waiting in the ground for more than 1,000 years. His name is Henrik, and he's a first grader in Norway. I'm Good News Daily, and this is exactly why we do this. Picture the scene. A class of small children out in the open countryside near a village called Gran in eastern Norway, a part of the world that has been giving up buried treasures for generations. It's the kind of field trip where you're mostly hoping to find a cool stick, a shiny stone, maybe a beetle worth showing a friend. And Henrik was scanning the ground the way 6-year-olds do, close and curious, and certain that something wonderful is always just one more step away. Then he saw it. A rusty piece of metal poking up out of the dirt. Most of us, at any age, would have walked right past it. A grown-up might even have said, "Leave that alone, you'll cut yourself." But Henrik picked it up, and something about it made him carry it straight to his teachers. Good thing he did, because that rusty piece of metal was a sword. When his teachers called in Norway's cultural heritage experts, the answer came back that turned an ordinary school trip into a story the whole country would share. Henrik had found a single-edged iron blade called a scramasax, a real weapon, carried by a real person somewhere between the years 550 and 800. That places it right at the dawn of the Viking Age, and the experts say it may even be a little older than the Vikings themselves. Roughly 1,300 years in the ground. Sit with that for a second. The last person to hold that sword lived more than 1,000 years before Henrik was born. And the next pair of hands to hold it, belonged to a boy who still needs a little help tying his shoes. That's the part that stays with me. We're always telling children to look up, to dream big, to imagine the future. But sometimes the magic is in looking down. In paying attention to the small, rusty, easy-to-miss things the rest of us hurry past. Henrik didn't find that sword because he was an expert. He found it because he was paying attention, and because he was curious enough and brave enough to pick it up and ask a grown-up what it was. The blade is in the care of the Museum of Cultural History in Oslo now, where it will be cleaned, studied, and kept safe for everyone to learn from. And somewhere in Norway this morning, there's a 6-year-old who can tell you, completely truthfully, that he found a Viking sword on a school trip with his class. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Good News Daily Network, because good news is out there every single day, and we'll be here to share it with you. I'll see you tomorrow with more good news.